sports show, getting it ready. Y'all know about this beat though. We're coming for heads today. Coming for heads today. Ain't rocking this San Jose joint. Big robbery tonight in Vegas. All kinds of shit going on today. NFL, college football, baseball off season, NHL hockey season. You got college basketball. You got, playoffs starting in the NFL soon. We got halfway through the season. We got all the implications coming down. What teams, and we bringing it to you. We got our record already at 21-13 on the free plays, 62%. We hot right now. All right, I'm not gonna lie, we hot right now. We 3-0 again last week. No, it's nothing light work. Coming at you with another week though. We don't stop. It keeps on coming, week after week after week. I got my man Alyork. He coming when he get here. He's on the putting green. He's still getting ready on the driving range, getting his last few in. And he gonna spit it to you. We got a lot of topics, so don't go nowhere. We got too much. But hey, another show. What can I say?
You ready?
My man right here.
They ready?
They ready.
Hugo Dominguez, I see you, baby. Brave Brinks. You know I call him like I see him, y'all. Crazy topics. Don't go nowhere. Big show like we always do every Thursday. Me and No Paul. I call him No Paul like No Ma. Noah Parker, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta do my normal shit, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gotta do my normal shit. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Cali, New York City, Chi-Town, the D, Philadelphia, and LES to the death. Shout out to Syndicate Radio TV, my man Dino. Dino, I'm waiting for you. Whenever you ready, we ready. What up, Gabrielle? That's your people right there. She good people right there. Shout out to Vegas Divas. Shout out to One Voice, D Beeman, Justin Yu, my man Suge, I see you, baby. And shout out to my man Al Pacino, the barber. You know why am I yelling, man? We're supposed to lower this. Al Pacino, the barber from Barber Company. My God. Y'all need lace-ups, y'all need shape-ups, anything. Al Pacino's the dude. A New York original barber out in Vegas, killing them. Ernest Maynard, I see you, baby. Shout out to Tony Sports, a sports consultant, a great handicapper who's very transparent and he's very friendly on the phone. He charges $99 a package. Hit up Tony Sports at armhorse@msn.com. You're not going to find a friendlier guy to teach you guys sports. Douglas Bender, what it do, baby? And also Credit Fix. Never too late to fix your credit. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Credit Fix, never too late. So all of y'all that your credits ain't up, hit me up and we get y'all right. Y'all ready to rock, baby? You ready to rock or you got people bothering you, man? Got people in your ear?
Let's do it. It's all in my ear all day.
She all in your ear. Before we start the show, I want to thank my boy Noah Parker for showing up. He's under the weather, but he told me today, Al, if I could come, I'm coming. Much respect to my boy, because I know how it be when you be under the weather. Okay, Douglas Bender said, my mom had, I'm sorry to hear that, Douglas. God bless your moms, and I hope things get better, man. I really do, man. God bless, man. You ready to get going?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, we're gonna get right to the point, playing no games. We're going to go to Stephen A. Smith and that debate he had with Terrell Owens and Max Kellerman. I'm going to have my boy Noah tap into it, and I'm going to finish it up, bro. Talk to them, Noah.
It started with the whole the Kaepernick situation, so, of course, he went in on it. And, he's part of the media, so, of course, he's going to say his piece. But from what I heard from a lot of people, especially the African-American community,
Tony Mazzola,
it wasn't happy with how he came out with it. Called him some names, called him some slurs, saying he's not on the same side as Kaepernick. Obviously, what he said was already, he already put down Kaepernick because he changed locations and saying he don't want to be in the NFL. He don't even want a job. He just trying to be a martyr, and that's different than his goal of becoming a quarterback again. he's saying he's doing all this for publicity, for money, all this other. So you know, people are already putting down Kaepernick because he's not saying he's with the Cap movement. He's with the, you know, he's the media, so he's supposed to be an unbiased opinion. So already that's kind of, you know, when you're supposed to be an unbiased opinion, you're supposed to be no color, no race, all that. But people are looking at him and they coming at his head now. So he came back at them, you know, saying, "Hey, I still am who I am. I don't, you know who you're talking to. I'm Stephen A. Smith. I'm a black man first, this and that. Even though I'm part of ESPN, I was part of CNN, Fox, all this." Came at him pretty hard, and now everybody else is going at him now. So it's just a back and forth battle of media against, you know, it's a lot of you know, just going at each other. So what's your take?
Well, Willie D, salute to Willie D. He said that Stephen A. Smith constantly is banging out on the young black athletes.
Right.
That this is a trend.
He's been doing this.
That he's been doing this. And that's a lot of reason for him getting all that money from ESPN also. And then Terrell Owens said that Max Kellerman is more blacker than what he is.
Right.
Whatever that meant, but I know what he was trying to get at. What he's trying to get at is that Stephen A. Smith, instead of protecting the black athlete, he's targeting them. Mm-hmm. Now, my take was when T.O. and him started going at it, Stephen A. said something, "Oh, I'm from Hollis, Queens. I'm street too," because T.O. was saying he was street. My thing to Stephen A. Smith is, when you ain't street, homie. You lived in Hollis, Queens. That doesn't mean you participated in street activities. I did my homework on you, Stephen A. Smith. Your sisters walked you home from school every day and took you to school. 6 older sisters that you got. So stop fronting on Terrell Owens talking about that you street. Because you can lie to Terrell Owens, but you cannot lie to Alyork or Noah Parker, because we from New York. And I did my homework. Now, I don't want to make this a personal vendetta, but I'm tired of catching you clown yourself. You constantly clowning yourself, Stephen A. Smith. Like, what you do in New York? You from Hollis, Queens. What work did you put in, dog? You ain't fight nobody. You ain't rob nobody. You ain't sell no drugs. You not street. Stop using the terminology street. You from Hollis, Queens. You grew up in Hollis, Queens. Doesn't mean shit. You ain't participate in no gun action, no nothing. So cut that shit out because you're not street. Now let me go to the point at hand. Stephen A. Smith, what he is, he's basically Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Django. Or Dango. I don't know how you, what is it, Django or Dango?
I think it was Django.
Yeah, it's a quiet D or some shit, right? I can't say what he is because it's going to hurt me down the line on my show. But if you look at the movie Dango and you find out the role that Samuel L. Jackson is playing, that's Stephen A. Smith. That's exactly what he is, and he needs to cut it out. Ain't nobody hating on him. We're going by what we see, his body of work, what we see every morning. I mean, not me, because I don't even watch him no more. He's a clown to me. He's got skills. He's getting money, yes. But to me, he's a clown, because when you act like something you're not, for me, you're a clown because you're fronting. You can't be yourself. You got to act like something to be something. And to me, that's what describes a clown. That's why the clown puts the nose on, the hair with the big shoes, because they perpetrate somebody that they're not. Anything else you want to add? Because I don't want to make this too personal, but Stephen A. Smith got to cut that shit out. And he's got to start protecting the brothers, man. He really do, man.
All right, Greg Williams, I see what you...
There you go, Greg. Right. Greg, you can say it. You can say I can't because this could hurt me down the line. I might be real, but I'm not stupid. I'm glad that you utilized it because I couldn't. Ella, what's up, baby? Yeah, fam.
I think that he is definitely using all his tools with his radio show.
The platform. He's using the platform.
And, he's been doing it for a long time. So, I don't think he's going anywhere either. So, we might hear, that's why, just tune him out if you don't like him.
I'm going to bring up one more thing I didn't like. Right. He did a billion shit I didn't like, but I'm going to give you another one. Ray Rondo last year caught him in the, the locker room or right outside the tunnel. Went up to Stephen A. Smith and I don't know exactly what he called him because I'll be lying, but he said some shit to him, some real shit to him. And Stephen A. Smith just looked at him and didn't say nothing. He said something like, use a bitch ass motherfucker or the N-word, whatever he said. Stephen A. didn't do absolutely nothing. The next day, First Take opens up, and before they open up the show, he stopped the young lady, Marley. What's her name? Marley, something like that?
Right.
Said, hold up, I got something to say. Ray John Rondo, what you did yesterday, I didn't forget that. Now, my thing is, why do you wait till the next day? Why can't you handle the issue right where you had to handle it at? Now, if it's job shit, I understand. Because I've been there. I had a dude call me out in my job. You know what I told him? Let's take it to Chevron. Let's take it out the premises, out the area, and let's do what we got to do. Why couldn't you do that, Stephen A. Smith? You street. You from Hollis, Queens. But instead, you put it on the show the next day thinking that was going to make you look good, brother. Brother, that did not make you look good. It just showed more of the clown that you are. That's why I don't look at you. I don't want to look at you because I see a clown when I look at First Take. Now, Max Kellerman, I love him. Max Kellerman keep it funky. He keep it funky. But Stephen A., I can't F with you. Last take before we move on, man.
Let's move on.
I don't want to overcook grits. All right. In other news, big story in Vegas yesterday. William Hill just bought out CG Technology. William Hill has agreed to purchase the sportsbook assets of Las Vegas-based CG Technology. 7 books they've taken over. And it's Cosmo, Venetian, Palms, Silverton, Tropicana, and one more that you said.
Palazzo.
And Palazzo, right?
Yeah, Palazzo.
Palazzo. So I want your take because you have the experience of working in these books.
Yeah.
Talk to the people and break it down to them, man.
Now, I've worked for both companies. So William Hill came from England about 8 years ago, maybe more than that now. And they said it was going to monopolize and take over all the books. And, you know, we kind of laughed at first, but they got rid of a few companies right out the gate. Leroy's was gone. You've seen a couple companies, just Lucky's, it was out of there. They took over. They kind of conglomerized, you know, a few companies, put them together. CG, Canner Gaming, they had started with the M. They took over the M.
Right.
Built a beautiful book. It was, popping. Look at these giant screens. They never seen nothing like it. Before they came, it was just like kiosks. It was just, maybe they have maybe a couple tellers here, maybe 5-6 tellers, and TVs, whatever. They made it like a theater experience, like CG was going to be the next big thing.
Facts.
Like, beautiful.
Facts.
VIP sections and your own monitors, and you could sit, you had your own, you could hit buttons on a computer.
They made it comfortable for the gambler.
Yeah, it was beautiful, like, man.
Comfortable for the gambler.
Then they got rid of smoking. Some that had, most of the book would be no smoking,
right,
and the rest would be, you had to go outside to smoke. They had no cigars, all that. So they was really trying to change Las Vegas with the way they did it. They ended up taking over. I think right after that was. They took over the Tropicana, then they took the Hard Rock.
Took the Palms.
They took the Palms. They took Venetian, Palazzo. They just started building books and, kind of multiplying here and there. And it was, it was beautiful because all these giant books were coming up in all these dope locations. And it made you want to go to the casinos to actually, put your money up there and watch the games there. And then it just started, management was just terrible. They was underpaying their employees, stingy with drink tickets.
Explain, break that down to them.
When you make your bets, you want your comps, and some companies just give them right up like it's nothing. Here you go, go ahead.
Let me give an example. You go to what's the joint that you be in?
South Point.
Yeah, you go to South Point. You make a $20 bet. They'll give you 2 drink tickets just for a $20 bet. You go to CG Technology. You bet $1,000. The most they give you is 3 drink tickets.
Yeah, every $300 you bet, and they give you 1.
1 drink ticket. What the fuck is that? And I already knew they was fucking up with that, but go ahead.
Yeah, they stingy with comps. They don't want to give you hotel rooms. They don't want to give you dinners. I understand the experience of how much money they spent and the rental fees for these properties they had. They was paying buku dollars. That's what their first mistake was. They paid way too much to rent out these properties, and then they were stuck with these long contracts, 10-year contracts.
And another thing that I heard of them too, Noah, was they got fined multiple times.
Because for gaming violations.
Yeah, they got a lot of gaming violations.
That was my next point. The dude at the M, who's, I kind of know him, he was a good dude, got caught up with some illegal activities and stuff offshore with accounts and all this other stuff, and they got hit by gaming more than, after that, more times after that, they got in trouble for stuff like that. And it was a bad look. All these fines add up too, and then, William Hill is just sitting there waiting to snipe him. And they came and got the M last year, and now they went and took, all these properties from CG, which, frankly, I hope
they caught him at a vulnerable spot, right?
In a bad position.
Yeah, they caught him very vulnerable.
Now I'm hoping, because if you go to the M now, they stripped that book down to like, it looks like a garbage ass book that's what William Hill does. Yeah.
They're not setting up accounts and stuff to give the viewers a good watch. Right. They just want you to make your bet and leave. Right. And they got a nice app that you could bet off of. That's where I think we're gonna lose a lot, as the clients, as far as, because I like to watch all the games.
Right. And like the Silverton's another nice spot.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot the Silverton down.
That's gonna be down to a kiosk probably.
Exactly.
TVs, and the problem with that is they just want your action. That's all they want. And if you win, I know from experience, they will ban you.
He means winning by like on a consistent level.
Don't win too much the right way. Yeah. They want people that parlay crazy odds and throw their money away, and they want losers. That's it. And that's fine. I understand that every bookie wants people that lose, but you can't just ban somebody because they want a little bit here. They won't take your action. If they see a bet coming in that's smart, they'll let the wheels spin on your app
forever,
and then change the number on you, and you don't even get your bet.
Yep.
William Hill is a shady company. They worse than CG. Believe me, I know firsthand. They underpay their employees too. They a little stingy with their drink tickets too. But hey, I'm talking about they don't care. They just go ahead and on to the next.
I love their lines though. I love that they offer me the 10-point teasers, the 7-point teasers.
They do have a lot of options because they want you. They want a lot of options.
14 teasers. But this is how you got to bet, gentlemen. You got to move your action around. You got to go.
Got to shop.
Yeah, you got to go personally to one, go personally to another. Use the app. Don't just live off the app because they would monitor your shit. The reason why they ain't messing with me because I'm betting pennies. But if I was betting like $500 a dime a game, they would have banned me because you see how I'm doing them on the teasers. But they're not going to cut me because I'm betting pennies, $100 a game. They're not worried about that.
I've been out of that company for I got banned from them 3-4 years ago for not even winning too much. I won a certain amount. It wasn't even over. It wasn't even.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was not.
And I remember I told you they shut my end game down because I kept coming back. Like I would be losing my bet. I'll do an end game, get my money. They didn't want that, so they shut down the end game.
So I don't even mess with William Hill. They come. I don't like betting with them. I don't want them to see none of my money.
Right.
I guess maybe it's the English part of them. I like what they're smart as a business, taking over and doing all this other stuff. But as a company, I won't give them. They won't see a dollar from me.
Yeah, let me say one thing before I move on. They got all this money to buy all these new companies, right? They need to get some software because they had a couple of, overloads on bets, which they couldn't give out bets. Like my man Suge this week couldn't get his bet in. Now they did granted everybody with $25, but what is that? If I had $1,000 winner,
at least they trying them. CG would never do that.
But my thing is get better software. You gotta get better software because you just got more clients on software that's not even taking the load right now. That's like if I got a truck and let's say 2,000 pounds is the capacity and my shit is already messing up, how would I throw another 2,000 pounds on it without making no adjustments?
Right.
So that's where they're going to. So maybe they got in the plans to buy the better software, but it's a good day and it's a bad day. Like one of my boys, Sammy said, now he's not going to be able to shop around as much because there's going to be less to shop around. And shopping numbers is very important if you are a winner in the gambling world. Any last words?
I heard there's only 10 or 11 different books now where you can shop.
Right.
Back in the day, there used
to be 20, 30.
20, 25 different, lines here, lines there now. So that's, people might start going offshore or to illegal bookies. So it's a different day in Vegas. So it's definitely going to be a different day, and I really hope William Hill don't start stripping all these books down and making them look terrible because. And then I got to go to the Superbook for every big game. I don't feel like driving way over there, which is they got a beautiful book over there.
Yeah, they eliminate the aspect of watching the games.
Right. Because
they're not in it for that.
They don't want
they're not in it for that. They just want you to put your action and leave. Yep. Now, real quick, the advantages and disadvantages, real fast, and then we move on.
Mm-hmm. The disadvantages of this happens, like we said, less books to shop at.
Right.
William Hill's a terrible company, and.
Is it that bad to you?
Oh, it's terrible. Okay. They're worse than CG.
Well, they fucked me a couple times 2 years ago, but the last 2 years they've been straight.
Man,
they fucked me on a lot of tickets.
Oh, I remember you called a couple times, yelling at me like it was my fault. Hey, I'm just trying to help you out, tell you what happened, why they did this, because they just that, but they a shady company. And they will do anything to not give you every dollar, and it will cut you off quick.
Yeah, no problem.
They will suspend your account. Tell you upper management.
They will cut you off like a strip club will. You know how a strip club will let you go and don't give a fuck?
And no coming back either.
Exactly.
So you got to sneak your way in there if you want to come back in, and then they'll throw you right back out again. But hey, it's Las Vegas. It's business. It's going to happen. We'll see what transpires from here on out. But rest in peace probably to CGT.
Oh, man.
It's a good run.
Oh, man. One more thing. I hate to overstretch this. Are the employees from CG Technology, are they in trouble?
Oh, yeah. I already talked to a few.
So they're not guaranteed work behind this?
They got to find something else. Cause that's
oh, shit.
Good luck.
So my man, the money line guy might be in trouble. I got to talk to the money line guy.
A lot of guys I heard are trying to find other places right now.
Wow, just like that. They ain't even notify nobody.
They just found out yesterday.
Just changing the event was happening. You see how they foul out here? They so foul out here, man.
That's the way Vegas is.
Yeah. Okay, now we move to other news. Great job on that, by the way, Noah Parker. We're going to the NBA. It's this young stud that I'm really liking. Ernest Vega, I see you, baby. You see I'm wearing your look today. This young boy who I'm really liking, man, but I don't like the fact that they already comparing him to LeBron James. I think that's a total disrespect. And that's Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks, who in how many games they got in? About 13, 15 games already?
Around there, close to 15.
Okay, 15 games. The boy's averaging 29.5, 10.7 rebounds, 9.3 assists. He's almost averaging a triple-double for the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban came off with this draft pick. I remember when he flip-flopped, Trae Young for him. And this might be the best pickup, even better than Dirk Nowitzki. I know it's early. But the body of work out the gate, Luka Doncic is the fucking truth. Holla at me.
Yeah,
Big G.
He came out of, pretty sure Serbia or Croatia. I think it's Serbia. But,
did you have any clue he was this good?
No, I mean, I heard he was going to be good, but
I heard he wouldn't be able to do nothing in the
NBA. Against the best in the world. Because he was going up against professionals at the age of 16, 15 years old. So if you're already playing against pros at that age, you're obviously getting your game ready, building up experience to when you get to the professional level.
Copy.
You've already, went up against the big boys. So for him to do what he's doing now at this level, though, I want to say they still need to watch tape on him, and they're eventually going to be able to figure it out. He does the same step back, go to the left, crossover, flop.
Yeah, let me intervene.
European shit.
Last year he played. He averaged 21.2, 7.8 rebounds, 6 assists. So this ain't brand new stuff.
No, but this is different though because he's got Porzingis. He's got a lot of help now.
Yeah, but his numbers all increased.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they're increasing because they got to worry about stopping Porzingis.
And he's only 20. We know that, Vega. We just said that, Ernest, but I appreciate that.
So defenses were already.
Hold up. George said the Coquito system. George, I wish I had some of your Coquito. I heard about your Coquitos, the bomb. Matter of fact, we could make some money with that shit out here. But go ahead, man.
I was saying that defenses, you should just say, hey, let's just stop Doncic. Who else they got? They didn't really have no other weapons.
No, they got last year. Okay.
They had Tim Hardaway maybe.
Right.
A couple, it was whatever. This year, they can't concentrate on just Doncic. They got to stop Porzingis. They got to stop Tim Hardaway. They got to stop Kleiser, who's a big man that can shoot.
Right.
They got a lot of weapons, so you can't just concentrate on just double teaming Doncic. So he's getting off now because he knows you got a 7'4" guard, damn near, Porzingis.
Even though Porzingis ain't playing the ball I seen from the Knicks,
no, he's
but
not.
he's still a
He's
threat.
still a three, yeah, exactly. So that's why he's putting up these crazy numbers.
Dog, they were dropping trays on G State like it was nothing.
Yeah.
They look like G State. What was it? Yesterday, was it?
Yeah,
that they beat them by like 43?
Right, but G State is a D-League.
No, but I know, but you still dropping threes. You got to can those threes.
Yeah, I get it.
And G State was playing, they were trying to play hard defensively. Offensively, they looked like a fucking trash, man. But defensively, they were playing hard. And Doncic was dropping from all over. But yeah, brother.
Yeah, he's a special talent. He's a European type game. He does a lot of the European type stuff too, though. That's the thing. He flops a lot, falls down, moves his head back, gets the calls,
and he cries a lot.
Yes, so
he's got to get that out of his repertoire.
That's not. He's not gonna get rid of it because that's the European way to play basketball.
It's that Ginobili shit.
That's that Ginobili type, San Antonio Spurs type basketball.
Right.
And it works over there and works over here still to these referees.
Vlade Divac.
Yep, Chris Paul.
He threw Chris Paul, United States.
I know, and he's not even European, but he plays like it. But it works, and the referees still fall for it. So you got to keep on giving them respect for that till they finally break it. But
tell us the good stuff about
for
it.
a guy, for a guy that can't even drink yet, man, it's not even supposed to be able to happen. Like
Killer Cam.
How was this guy doing all this at the age of 20? And we got to give all props to him because eventually he's gonna slow down. Eventually defenses are gonna start to pick up on him. But he's got that lethal step back right now. That's almost
unstoppable. He's so water.
Right. It's almost as unstoppable as that Kareem hook. It's just a move that not many players can do. James Harden has a step back that lethal. Doncic has a step back that lethal.
He's so fucking water from everywhere.
Yeah. So for now. He does have a couple deficiencies, like his free throw shooting is not what you would think it would be. And he has some problems with.
He got the crazy look too. He got a crazy
He's got
look.
Passion. He's got emotion. He's always dialed in, hustles. He don't play around when he out there.
His body ain't even the way it should be. Once he starts going to the gym, getting cut up, it's take it to a whole other level.
That's why. But hey, shout out to him for now. He's doing his thing, and looks like right now it was a good trade for both teams. So they're happy with Trae Young in Atlanta.
Yeah, but Doncic is like on another level right now, man. I like what Trae Young is doing in ATL. Mm-hmm. He's really working on his game off season. I followed him off season. The guy's really working on his game. He actually wants to be like the closest thing to Steph. He even said it. But Doncic is like on some. He's on some triple double.
Doncic
shit.
Is like some. He's
like on some triple double shit.
Trezon Petrovic and.
Petro was nice. Yeah. Petro was just a pure shooter.
Petrovic mixed with a little bit of Dirk. Mixed with a little bit of James Harden in his game. He got all three of those.
No Stojakovic?
Yeah, a little Page, too, because they both Serbian.
Okay, guys, so we're going to move on from that. Salute to Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Now we're going to go to the NFL. Uncle Tom. I'm going to take my man Juice's word. He calls Tom Brady Uncle Tom. I think it's a good time to call him Uncle Tom. Tom Brady's upset the way the offense has been performing the last month in football.
Grandpa Tom.
They ranked 15th in the league, 8th in the passing game, 23rd in the running game. My question to you. Okay, we all know they took a hit when Gronk left the game. We knew that because that was his go-to guy beside Edelman. Should they have kept at least Antonio Brown or Josh Gordon? Because I think one of them makes the offense better. They both playmakers.
Normally, I would say, yeah, they should have kept one of them. But since we talking about the New England Patriots here, boo-hoo, I'm not going to give them no... I'm going to say...
No clout?
You know how many times they've done this where... Oh, no, the Patriots are done. This is it. This is the last run.
No, I'm not saying they done.
No, I'm not saying they done either.
Statistically, they ranked 15th, though. We never seen that.
I'm saying, where they look like there's problems.
Fennel, what up, baby?
The engine light's on. There's something wrong, and then they come out and win 3 in a row.
Right.
So that's why I'm not gonna say nothing. I think this is Belichick's way of just, slowing it down before he rev up again and make a playoff and run, get the momentum to go into the playoffs because he don't want to go in too high, like 18-0, and then lose to the Giants.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the weapons.
Okay.
Justin Dorsett.
No, because
Edelman's looking over.
Belichick makes anybody look good though. He could throw a Hogan in there or some guy you never heard of, and then all of a sudden this guy's the next.
No, but you see how sad they've been looking
right.
offensively.
I'm surprised Sonny Michel doesn't look like Sonny Michel at all, but. Believe me, I'm
23rd ranked in the run, 15 in the
offense
pass.
looks like there's something wrong. Like the players aren't running the routes right. They don't look as good as they used to be.
No, 8th in the passing game. Let me correct myself. 8th in the
This
passing
is
game.
the third
23rd
straight
in the
game that Brady hasn't thrown a touchdown pass.
When
So
you
now-
ever heard that shit?
Exactly. Something's not right? But I'm not gonna fall for it, and I'm not gonna say that New England needs to do this or do that. I'm gonna enjoy it right now, and then when they turn it back on, I'm not gonna be surprised or shocked or wow, well, I can't believe the Patriots are back. I'm not. Hey, I'm just gonna let the season go out. We'll see y'all in the Super Bowl probably, and that's about it. And
Well, they're gonna figure it out because
they
that's
always do.
That's
They
what Bill
always do.
Belichick and Tom Brady and McDaniel. That's
Right.
what they do. They professionals in what they do. Not to take none away from Floyd Mayweather, but that's why he was so great because the people's on top of him, the Ellabees, the trainers, the Mayweathers. They all game plan every fight, and him being great also, just like Brady being great, and all these overheads on top of him that were great. But right now, something's wrong. The engine light is on right now, and they need to get that light off because they looking very beatable. They're looking more beatable now than they looked in years.
Like Greg Williams just said right there, I think they're playing possum. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They do this shit all the time where it look like
I hear you,
the
Shug.
sky
No,
is-
you gotta say Shug. That's
Shug,
my
okay,
man,
okay.
Big Shug.
It's like the sky is falling in New England again. Oh no, here we go. What's the problem? With the Red Sox last
So
year.
they playing
you can
us.
see it.
They
But,
playing us
yeah,
then.
I think they are. That's why I'm not
So
going
they
to fall
playing
for it.
us.
I'm not going to fall for it, Belichick. I've seen this story many times.
Okay.
All right, you're doing a good job because the media is talking about it. Everybody thinks, what's wrong with Tom Brady? But I already know it's like you said.
What up, Al?
They playing possum.
Okay. So that's the Tom Brady and the New England Patriots story. We're going with Possum. We're not saying they playing bad football. They playing the NFL right now, making it look like something else. That's Noah Parker's take. My take is that they gave up too many weapons. When you lose Gronk, you give up Antonio Brown, and you gave up Josh Gibson. That's going to affect you, and I think it will really affect them in the big game.
Right, Josh.
Yeah,
Gordon.
Josh Gordon. Whatever it is. Gibson.
Josh.
Gibson, Gordon,
Yeah,
whatever. it is.
Josh Gibson used to hit him out the park.
All right
back in
then.
the day,
So if I got Gordon, then let me fucking live, man. All right, guys. So now we going to boxing news.
All right,
Big fight this Saturday night. Oh man, I can't wait for this. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, part 2 at the MGM championship bout. You got the Bronx Bomber at 41-0-1 versus King Kong 31-1-0. Fight 1 was tremendous.
Great fight.
10th round, Wilder finished him off. Judges had Wilder barely up on the fight. King Kong fought as good as he can fight. He just fell victim to that big right hand. My thing is this fight, they said his preparations were way better. He lost a lot of more weight. And if he's smart in any way, don't go in the ring with, I must eat you with that shirt he had on, or I must break you. His mindset, he's got to take a page from Floyd Mayweather. Stick and move. His outside jab game is twice as better than Deontay Wilder. That's not saying much because Wilder don't have another tactic beside knocking you out. His jab game is horrible. I want your take on what Ortiz has to do to win, and does he have a chance to win? Talk to him.
Whew.
And the line is -700 for Wilder, plus 500 for Ortiz, which I think is definitely out of line.
Yeah.
That should be -350 max.
Right, but I can.
Again.
But all right, I'll go into the fight breakdown. I'm gonna start with the gambling perspective first. Pizza bottle, what up? I'm gonna break it down like this. I mean, if you're gonna make a bet on this fight, you can only bet on Ortiz. Because
Yeah, because you're not going to lay no 700.
You're getting great value, first of all, because like you said, I think the line should be a little bit lower than that. They make it that high because there's going to be people coming in with 700,000 putting on, man, Wilder, give me 700 grand to win 100. They don't want somebody to put 700 grand to win 200 grand. So they're going to make that a higher number. And they know the chances of the Bronx Bomber going down are way, it's not, it could happen, but they got to make you pay for it. So they're going to juice you up. I think Ortiz got to come in there with kind of the same game plan, but a little bit different because you got to say kind of the same game plan because it almost worked if you look at the scorecards. But he's got to go in there with a different kind of focus.
Big hump.
It's gonna be a good fight, though. I mean, I really think
Ortiz had him wobble in that first fight there for a minute.
right.
Wilder
knows that though.
He showed me that he could beat Wilder if he stays away
Wilder knows that
from
too,
that
though.
big ass fucking
Right.
shot. But it's easy to say, hard to do.
I think
Take a page out of Tyson Fury then. Do something. Like game plan that right hand.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
You just gotta game plan that right hand. You game plan that right hand where you take less of those big punches that Wilder is throwing out there. I know it's easy to say, hard to do. I understand that. Especially in boxing where one punch to your face, the game plan is over. I understand that. But these professionals should know that you can take away what another guy does best. Mayweather's the best in doing that. Take a page out of Floyd. Grab him every time he's about to let off. Grab him. Jab him the whole fucking fight. Ortiz jab is sick.
Yeah. I think
he can do it.
You got to come at him early too. I think he's got to shock him quick. Give him that in the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds.
Yo, I love me Deontay Wilder, and I'm not here trying to diss the old dude, man, because he's definitely 41-0 with one draw. But that dude, his boxing skills. Go to YouTube and look at the jab, how pathetic it is. I mean, he's got the number one knockout.
He's just winning with sheer.
Yeah, it was pure knockout skills. Like, that's it. Even Iron Mike used to do this shit. Iron Mike had more movement than him. Used both sides of that. And Mike was a straight knockout dude,
just
too.
Come out and just, hey,
Wilder, his name fits him perfect. He's just wild. Like, he just tomahawk your ass. And he knows within a 12-round radius, he's going to get you one of those rounds. That's what he depends on. But I think Ortiz got the build, the stamina, the knowledge. He's not a baby. He's 38, 39 years old. Ortiz can beat this guy if he fights the right fight. But if he go in there with that shirt, I must break you, he's going to lose. I'm telling you right now.
So you going to pull a 5-1? Take a little 5-1?
I wouldn't mind putting $50 on it. Listen, if you're a gambling man, put something that won't hurt you. Put 50, the return on that would be $250. You do not want to bet Wilder. It's too much money. Or you can I think I'll go the distance also.
Right, the over.
I think the over-under would be what, 9.5 rounds in a fight like this? Take the over. I think Ortiz learned a lot where he's not going to go in. He's going to fight a different fight. He'll definitely, I think, go more than 9.5 rounds. That might be the best bet if you want to put some real money. But like I said, man, Deontay Wilder's just looking for that one-hitter quitter. And any small boxer can defeat him. If you smart. That's why Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury had more fight in him, he wins that fight.
Yeah, he would have.
Because he had the right game plan.
He would have had him.
Yeah, any last things before we move on?
I hope it's a good fight, and hey, I wouldn't be surprised either result, but it's gonna be tough to stop the Bronx Bomber. But I hope I hope Ortiz can make it a good fight.
Yes, sir. Okay, now we go into the NBA. You know how we do. We touch on every subject, every sport. That's what we do, man. What are your biggest surprises in the first 13, 14 games, and what are your most disappointments in the first 13? Meaning like teams that are either achieving, overachieving, or underachieving.
Okay, I'm going to throw out the injuries. Throw out the injuries right out the gate, so you can't throw the Warriors in the conversation.
Right.
I already thought they were going to be a bad team because all they had was Curry and Green, but now that they're hurt, throw that out. I'm going to say I'm really surprised the Spurs are playing as bad as they are.
Oh, man, 5-10. Second worst record in the Western Conference, last in a division. I meant to ask you that. Did Popovich lose his grip on coaching?
You think he?
Is he
doesn't
done?
Really care as much.
Yeah, because his last men's are all gone. Ginobili, all of them, Parker,
Duncan.
Now you got Duncan on the bench helping you, but it's not the same as them playing.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
I'm thinking Pop lost a lot of that stuff.
I mean, when you got that many rings, you're not as hungry. That's the thing. I think he's just not as hungry.
And he don't got players that would make him want to go.
After he lost Kawhi Leonard,
that really ripped him.
He was just like, DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay, that's my offense.
Aldridge.
Let's just throw the ball out there. Hey, y'all practice. Y'all got it. And I think I know he still tries to run his Spurs offense, but you could tell he doesn't really have his guys in there. He used to have all Europeans in there. Now he got just Patty Mills and Forbes and
Murray
guys that they're athletes, but they don't really play Spurs type basketball. So I'm really surprised they haven't figured it out at all because I still think Rudy Gay's an incredible athlete and DeMar DeRozan, he'll be. I mean, he's a great player too, but they can't figure it out. That's one of the teams that have really shocked me this year.
And it's early, but they
right.
lost, what, 7 in a row now?
Yeah.
Come on, they never had that in years, bro.
I think that the record of 23 straight years they've made the playoffs. Right. I think this year it could be in jeopardy.
Yeah, it's definitely in jeopardy. Let me go to another team so we don't override. Portland Trailblazers 5-10 with all that talent. You'll take.
Not all what talent? They had C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. That's it.
You don't like Whiteside?
No, I don't like Whiteside.
Whiteside was a beast in the East.
He's lazy. He's been lazy. He's just a guy making.
I think Bazemore's a nice pickup for them.
He's an okay guy.
I like Bazemore.
Okay guy off the bench. But now with Carmelo Anthony, is there a resurgence in Portland? Could be.
I love the fit for Anthony.
He's a lot better than.
I love the fit for him. I think this is a perfect
Evan Turner,
fit. Yes.
Then Rodney Hood, who's been starting at 3. Now you put Rodney Hood back on the bench where he belongs, coming off the bench, going up against the second team players. I think they can fix this team. And remember, Carmelo Anthony.
Hold on, real quick. Humpty said lack of talent on the Spurs. Yes and no, Humpty. I'll say yes and no, but that's no reason for them playing as bad as they're playing. Ernest Vegas said Portland has been very big disappointment so far. That's what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. I think they're way more talented than they record. Even though you don't agree that Whiteside brings talent, and you're not too strong on Bazemore.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't. I'm saying Nurkic was a huge injury for them. They lost Nurkic last year in the playoffs.
Right.
They big man and brought in Whiteside. When it's Whiteside and Nurkic both in there, that's going to be tough to stop. 2 big dudes.
When he should be back, because he's very big.
All-star break.
He's very big.
I'm not going to say there's a lack of talent on the Spurs, Humpty, because you look at their teams that they was winning championships with before Kawhi Leonard. It was like, who? Duncan's old. It was Tony Parker's old. How are they winning these championships with these players? They don't have a standout guy. Like a DeMar DeRozan could be a standout guy. A Rudy Gay could be a star on a team.
They're not built like that, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was built. It was built to play team European type basketball. So you can't say there's a lack of talent on the Spurs now because they got all stars on their team, former all stars. You couldn't really say that some of these players is all stars. Back then, Tony Parker was.
And they don't have a great mix.
No, it's weird. It's a weird mix in San Antonio.
Yeah, they got real old or real young.
Now let me go back to Portland. Carmelo Anthony was the man in Denver, and he was the man in New York. He was the number 1 option all the time. He went to when he went to Houston and Oklahoma City. He was the 3rd option behind Westbrook and Paul George, and then he was the 3rd option behind Chris Paul and James Harden. Didn't work out as the 3rd option over there. It just didn't work out.
Not only that, when you're playing with Westbrook and you're playing with Harden, they don't give you the ball in stride. They don't give you the ball when you hot. Because they gunning gusses.
It's different.
And I think Lillard's almost there like that too. Right. But I think Lillard will give the ball more. He'll give the ball more.
He was talking for years how he wanted to bring, or not years, for the last year and a half that he wanted to bring Melo over to Portland. So I don't think he's going to be like that. We haven't seen him play a game yet together, so we're going to find out soon. Yeah. But I think Lillard's going to.
I love the fit. People say Melo's washed up. We don't want the Melo from Denver. They don't want the Melo for Denver. They want a guy that can shoot them open threes, can them, come off the bench, knock maybe 14 points a game.
That's it.
Help their offense score. Right. Go in there and do what you do,
don't have
Melo.
Because they didn't have scorers, really. You couldn't say Evan Turner was a scorer. When Damian Lillard
Hawkins wasn't a real scorer.
Al Farouk Aminu. So when they're double teamed, they didn't know who to give the ball to. When Lillard's, because the defense is going to zone in on Lillard and CJ.
Yep.
And pretty much Lillard more than anything, because CJ is just really a mid-range shooter.
I love CJ. Right. He reminds me of Gregory Hines. He look like Gregory Hines on the low. You probably wouldn't know about him. He's an old school cat. I wouldn't know. Tap dance kid, but good.
But the defense is zoning in to stop Damian Lillard, so when he's double teamed or stuck, he can just throw it out to Melo and boom. All day, 3s and dome. He's going to give it to you. Right. So he's still an athlete. He's still been in the gym getting it in. Hoodie Melo. Shout out to him. I'm glad Melo's still out there with a job 007.
Yeah, I want him to succeed, man. I'm not a big Melo guy. I did say he was washed when he went to them other teams, but I see him worked hard. Mm-hmm. He played off season. He played in the gym with all these NBA players, and he was doing his thing.
007.
So salute to Carmelo Anthony, and I know my man W loves him. Okay, now we're going to go to the surprises. The champion Raptors are 10-4. I love what I'm seeing out of them.
Playing well.
Can they continue this onslaught?
And they're doing this without Kyle Lowry, without Serge Ibaka, obviously without Kawhi Leonard.
Siakam's beast, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to, at my next point. Siakam looks like.
Van Fleet has stepped up.
Yeah, he's
We talked about it yesterday. Me and my man Juice, Van Fleet had took it to a whole other level. But yeah,
I didn't know that he was that talented coming out of Wichita State. He's got, he can shoot his ass off. And I already, I saw some stuff about the Raptors yesterday. They won't give a ring to Valanciunas or C.J. Miles because they wasn't part of the playoff run. But if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have got Marc Gasol.
right.
Other assets in that trade. So they gave rings to Drake and the dude with the thing on his head all the time.
Yeah, they always did. The money motherfucker.
Right, so they gave them rings, but they couldn't give rings to Jonas Valanciunas, who's been there since 11.
That's fucked up, though, man.
I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
too.
Jonas been there for a minute, man.
And I bet you this, when it comes down to about 20, 40 years from now, when Drake, he going to show his kids highlights of Van Vliet and be like, yo, that was me. This is my ring right here. We won that dude right there. That was me. That was your grandpa when he was young. I wasn't just a rapper. So
Wow.
I already could see that. But back to Van Vliet. Great shooter. Undersized, but he's doing his thing. I thought he was just going to be nice off the bench.
He plays the game
into
the right way.
role. Right. He plays
the
fundamental
game the right way.
basketball, smart, high IQ basketball. And I would say in some aspects he's better than Kyle Lowry because he doesn't force it. Kyle Lowry flops a lot. Always falling down, begging for calls.
Right.
Van Fleet plays more the right way, but hey, you got to give it to Kyle Lowry too. Did his thing.
Answer that real quick from Ernest Vega.
A lot of pride in Toronto. They're definitely going to show up and still have a lot of quality players. Yes, exactly. They're going to do their thing. They're going to try to do their best to try to fight for the ring that they won this year. And being in the East, they're going to have that opportunity because there's not a lot of strong teams in the East. Just the Celtics, Bucks. Probably the Miami Heat gonna be in there, which is another surprise.
Right.
But,
Serge, I see you, baby.
And maybe the Brooklyn Nets if Kyrie turning on, but there's not a lot in the East, so Toronto's gonna be
Yeah,
there.
they're gonna be there making noise,
Right.
but I just think that they just gonna come up short.
Yeah, probably.
They overachieving at the moment, which is a great thing in Toronto. They balling. Siakam is balling. Like I said, Van Fleet is balling. But I just think, and they lost. Also, did they lose Ross last year? Or that was the year before?
That was 3 years ago.
Okay. So Ross ain't got nothing to do with it. But I just feel that they overachieving, and everything evens out eventually. But I still think they're gonna have a winning record, and they're gonna have the crowd in Toronto really happy about them.
They're gonna be
but
rocking.
there ain't gonna be no chip in the future for Toronto. Not when you lose a Kawhi Leonard. It just don't happen. Danny Green, etc. Now another surprising team is the Miami Heat. Jimmy Buckets. Talk to him. Let's try to make this quicker. We got a couple minutes left.
It's the rookie is Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn.
I like Hero.
They got shooters out there. They brought another dude I never even heard of last night. Scored 30-something points.
The lefty kid. He's a beast.
White boy, Jonathan.
No, but they got a lefty kid that's a beast. My man was telling me about him the other day. I don't even know his name, bro. He dropped like 23 in the first half the other day.
Hey, they just doing. I haven't really been watching the Heat too much because I didn't think that was even going to be relevant. But
they definitely relevant.
Shout out to Eric Spoelstra still doing it.
Yeah.
And Pat Riles, still holding it down out there in Miami. It's not just Jimmy Buckets either. It's a lot of other guys doing their thing.
Is this short-lived like Toronto?
No, I don't think it's short-lived because I think Bam Adebayo's a better player than Hakeem Whiteside was, and I think he's going to help elevate this team to a level to where they can compete in the East, which is not that strong, like I said. So they can be a 4 seed, 5 seed, and be able to make some noise in the playoffs. So, hey, shout out Jimmy Butler's doing his thing.
Buckets.
He was glad he could be the man and have nobody else to worry about there.
Yeah, Ernest Vegas said he should have stood
in Philly. He didn't want to be in Philly, though. He wants to be the man. He don't want to have Embiid and Ben Simmons be the man. He want to be the man. He Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets, baby. All right, now let's go. Let's stay in the NBA. Let's go to my sorry-ass team. I think it's your team also. The New York Knickerbockers. Is David Fisdale on a hot seat, first of all. Second of all, since his arrival to New York, he's 20-74. Now, we know he tanked a lot, but 20-74 is horrible. They 4-11 this year, which, to me, there's no excuse. Fisdale, with this unit right here, I thought they could win at least 33 to 34 games, which is not saying much. But at that 4-11 pace, they're not going to win that. So my question to you is, do we keep Fisdale for at least this whole year to see what he could do? I'll say 1 year max.
Why not? I mean, we're
1 year
going to
max.
bring somebody else in. The Knicks right now are hot trash. Okay, they just burning up in the dumpster. They just
shit.
I mean, I like Barrett's game and Randall's doing this thing a little bit here, but we just don't have enough to compete. There's just Mitchell Robinson's nice, can block party all day, but everybody
What's
else.
up with Gibson? He ain't doing shit.
Taj Gibson, you know, Bobby Portis.
Yeah, Portis shows up every other
players
game.
here and there. It's just not. I can't stand Frank Ntilikina.
I think Dennis Smith Jr.'s time is limited because I don't see him getting a lot of minutes. He might want to be out.
If he don't start doing something, the Knicks got nothing for Porzingis. So they better start utilizing Dennis Smith Jr. because that's the only piece we got left from the Porzingis trade.
Exactly.
I mean, the draft pick, that was it. But besides that, I mean, we got rid of DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Matthews. So what the hell else we got but Dennis Smith Jr.? Put him in, get Frank Ntilikina out of town.
You gotta get that dude out of there, man.
I'm tired of seeing the Knicks just blow up my TV screen every time I see it. How many we lose by? I mean, obviously we beat the Mavericks twice, but that was on emotion, raw emotion, especially at the Garden. It's tired of Porzingis booing them every time we touch the rock. They won them games. I was happy about that, but that kind of felt like the NBA Finals for them. That's all they got to play for. So Fizdale, you better get it together and figure something out because if not, you're gonna be out of here. Take that for data.
Damn, Fizdale, this is it, man. Yo, you don't turn it up this year. You don't give me at least 35, 40 wins. You the fuck out of here, man. I liked you in Memphis. You posted up a 50 and 51 career record at Memphis. You kept them relevant. You ain't got us relevant at all, fam. You in there with the prettiest wife in the NBA,
Man,
from all the
nice.
coaches, but you ain't producing a motherfucker.
She is nice, though.
So your Ernest Vega, you Mr. Potato Head, Fizdale also a Mr. Potato Head ass nigga. Let's move on. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm hurt, dog. Like, I'm tired of every year remming up for my New York Knicks, man. And you know I'm a diehard fan because I'm saying this on the show. I'm not no bandwagon type of motherfucker, man. I'm a New York Knicks fan, and every fucking year, we're like the New York Mets. I'm going to keep it gully. The Knicks are the fucking Mets,
They're worse
man.
than the Mets.
No, we're the New York Mets.
At least the Mets make a little noise by the All-Star break. They still kind of in it. The Knicks, we be done by...
Yeah, we be done by game 16 type shit.
It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
And we
game
playing
16.
on Christmas? No, I don't even want to see them on Christmas. That's how bad the Knicks be every year. And the only thing we have to look for is them damn lottery balls. I'm sick and tired of it every year. Knicks got to do something. Get James Dolan the fuck out of here.
Carlos, I want to hear you, Carlos. You a big Knicks fan. I want to hear you.
Get something going because I'm tired of just reliving the Spreewell, Allen Houston, Patrick Ewing days. And it's been 20 years now. I'm tired of hearing nothing going on. Something's got to happen with the management or something.
No, dog. You know how hurt I be when I be in the book and I'm watching NBA and guy, yo, Al, what's your team? I gotta look dead in their fucking face and be
every
like,
year.
I be saying to Mad Load, I'm like, Knicks. Yeah, Knicks.
Man,
I can't.
I was talking to somebody yesterday about hip hop,
Damn.
and then I brought up a rapper that he said you like him, and then dude said no, you can't take his opinion. You can't take his opinion seriously. He's a Knicks fan. I said, man, you can't.
Oh wow, you can't throw you out. Yo, but at least we're not bandwagon fans. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm always gonna ride with
like all them new Golden State fans. I haven't heard one.
No, they Laker fans now. That's
they Laker fans, right?
Laker fans, yeah.
Damn, these bandwagon motherfuckers. But anyway, let's move on. I hate my New York Knicks, man. It's so fucking sad, man. Okay, we going to free picks, y'all. Tell them the record again. We got 5 minutes.
21 and 13, 62% out here getting that money. You already know we gonna come at you every week with the raw truth. We're not gonna change our record up, say we this and that.
What's my favorite saying?
So much to do, so little time.
No. All in the videos.
All in the videos.
Shook nice shit. Y'all think we fronting?
No.
Go back to week 1. And you see how we developed this record. This is why the video is important. This is how they catch a lot of robbers and shooters video play. Evidence. So you think we fronting, track our record? We at 62. I remember telling y'all we were 5-4 one time. Or in 9, what was it, 9 and 7? Or
9 and 8 or 9 and 7.
Or 8 and 7. Now we starting to get on our strive. Not saying we gonna win every game, but we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're hoping you guys are gaining money off of that. Ernest Vega, fuck the Bulls. I'm not going to waste my time with another sorry-ass franchise, because that's what they are, a sorry-ass franchise. What Humpty's talking about?
What do you think about Orlando? Went to again. Orlando young. They got a lot of pieces. Love Terrence Ross. I like the fact that Markelle Fultz is back in the league.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't
I
think
love
he's that great. He's still doing his thing.
I love Fournier too. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, Fournier. Kid is nice.
Mo still trying to make
Isaac is nice. Yep. They got a good future, huh?
They got a lot of young guys, not enough veterans, but they're figuring out. Remember, they're in the East, so you can fuck around and not be that great.
Hump from Orlando. That's why he's saying that. He just moved out to Orlando. But Hump, stay a Knick fan. Don't cross over like Brady brings to them.
I'm gonna give you I like the boy Kobe White. He nice. He ain't just a dude out there with big hair from North Carolina.
No doubt.
Doing his thing. He can shoot. They got a lot of pieces there too. If Zach LaVine and Kobe White can figure it out, they might make some noise in these two. The Niners though.
What's up with Mark Cannon, man?
Markkanen.
Yeah, Mark. What's up with him, man?
Still all right. Defense.
They saying he ain't doing nothing this shit.
I know he's having a sophomore slump. He's still a good player though.
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
All right. And Vega, about your Niners, we're gonna talk about them in a little bit. So
yeah, he said they overrated. But
get into the free plays here.
3 minutes left. Give them the first one.
First play, we're gonna go right into Denver at Buffalo. My team, Buffalo is -4, totals 37. Buffalo was great last week, but it was against the Dolphins, so you can throw all that out. You know, Dolphins, Bills, big rivalry. Bills did what they were supposed to do. The offense looked like it was clicking on all cylinders, but like I said, it was the Dolphins. Josh Allen still
Bills look good.
Still trying to figure it out.
Bills look good.
They do look good, but coming in, Broncos now coming in. Broncos looked pretty good in the first. It was a tale of two halves. Looked great first half, blew it second half. Vikings came back, won the game, did not cover. But the Broncos did show me a lot. I mean,
they got the talent, and they play with a different beat with Allen. So
it's going to be a grinded out game, though. I think +4 is a good value with the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos against my team, which I think this is where they start, screwing up. They 7-3 right now. I think they're going to finish the season 9-7 or 9-7 or 10-6. I'll say 9-7 because I know my team. I think they lose this game outright in Buffalo.
Okay, so we're taking the Denver Broncos +4. Let's go to the college game this Saturday. UCLA at USC.
Big robbery game.
-14 for the Trojans. Talk to them.
I'm taking UCLA +2 touchdowns. Get that good number from your bookie or your local, whatever.
Final 14.5. Stay away from the 13.5.
It's a big game for both teams, but I think UCLA is going to come out. This is their bowl game, okay? This is their season right here.
Chip
Kelly's going to make sure he doesn't get destroyed in a game like this because he's already had so much criticism already, and he just stepped in to be their coach in the last few years. So taking UCLA +2 touchdowns. I think UCLA's got the athletic ability and talent to hang in that game. Give me UCLA Bruins +14.
So you got the 2 pick.
And the last is the teaser, which he's on fire.
7-point teaser. We're taking Carolina at Saints. It's 9.5. We're going to bring Carolina to +16.5 in a divisional game. Carolina got embarrassed by the Falcons last week. They will show up at Orleans. And the second part of the teaser, we're going Green Bay at Niners. The line is -3.5 for the Niners. We're bringing the Packers to 10.5. Real simple. Carolina +16.5. Niners +10.5. 3 picks of the day. Denver Broncos +4, UCLA +14, 2-team 7-point teaser, Carolina +16.5, Packers +10.5. And with that, we thank you guys for tuning in. Alyork Sports Show with Noah Parker. Salute the Syndicate Radio TV. We love y'all, man. Just keep doing what y'all do. Believe in us. This is what we do, man. He's got 20+ years. I got 35+ years. We gonna give y'all nothing but the raw truth. Parker, talk to them before we hang it up, man.
Hey, shout out to y'all for coming out, listening every week, supporting us. Share the video, put it out there, tell your peoples. We still doing a bit of Alyork Sports Show representing. Hey, and go Sharks tonight. Do y'all things in Vegas.
Let's get it, baby. Syndicate Radio TV, Vegas Divas, and Voice. We love y'all, man. Love everybody. 100, man.